There is a village in the Swiss Alps that has no roads. Not narrow roads, not cobblestone roads, no roads at all. No cars, no motorcycles, no delivery trucks. The only way in is by train, and the only way out is the same way. What you find when you arrive is a village sitting on a mountain terrace at 1,274 meters above sea level, looking out across one of the most dramatic alpine panoramas on the face of the earth. The Eiger, the Mönch, and the Jungfrau, three of the most famous peaks in the world, filling the sky directly in front of you so completely that on clear days you can see the ice on their faces from the center of the village. This is Wengen, in the Bernese Oberland of Switzerland, and it is one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen. Wengen sits on a sun-facing terrace on the western wall of the Lauberhorn Valley, one of the great glacial valleys of the Alps. Below the village, the valley drops almost vertically, 300 meters of cliff face falling to the valley floor, where the river Weiße Lütschine runs cold and pale through a landscape of meadows, waterfalls, and pine forest. There are 72 waterfalls in the Lauberhorn Valley. 72. They pour off the cliff edges in long white threads that catch the light and disappear into the valley below. And from the terrace of Wengen, you look across at them with the high peaks behind them and the silence of the mountains all around you. And it is genuinely difficult to believe this place is real. The absence of cars is not an accident or a quirk of geography. It is a choice that the people of Wengen made and have maintained for over a century. When the automobile age arrived in the early 20th century, Wengen voted to remain car-free, and it has stayed that way ever since. The result is a quiet that is rare in the modern world. You hear cowbells in the morning. You hear the wind in the pines. You hear the train arriving at the small station in the center of the village, and you hear nothing else. That silence, combined with the scale of the mountains and the clarity of the alpine air, creates an atmosphere that is deeply, genuinely restorative in a way that no spa or resort can manufacture. Getting to Wengen is one of the great train journeys in Europe. You begin in Interlaken, the main tourist hub of the Bernese Oberland, which is easily reached by direct trains from Zurich, Bern, Geneva, and Basel. From Interlaken Ost Station, you take the Bernese Oberland Railway to Lauberhorn, a journey through meadows and river valleys that takes about 20 minutes. At Lauberhorn, you transfer to the Wengen Railway, a narrow-gauge mountain cogwheel train that climbs the steep valley wall and arrives in Wengen in another 20 minutes. The view from the train window as it climbs, the valley falling away below you, the waterfalls appearing one by one, and the Jungfrau rising into view above the tree line, is one of the finest train journeys in the world. From Wengen, the Wengen Railway continues upward to Kleinisch Eiduck, and from there the Jungfrau Railway, the highest railway in Europe, carries passengers up through the mountain to Jungfraujoch at 3,454 meters above sea level. The views from the top, looking out across the Aletsch Glacier, the longest glacier in the Alps, are among the most extraordinary available anywhere on the continent. This journey from Wengen to the top of Europe and back is a full day and worth every minute of it. The best time to visit Wengen depends entirely on what you are looking for. Winter, December through March, is when Wengen is at its most famous. The village sits above the cloud line on most winter days, meaning while the valleys below are gray and cold, Wengen is bathed in alpine sunshine above a sea of clouds with the peaks blazing white above. The skiing here is world-class. Wengen sits at the top of the Jungfrau ski region, one of the largest in Switzerland, and the Lauberhorn downhill race held here every January is the longest and one of the oldest downhill ski races in the world. Summer transforms Wengen completely. The snow melts, the meadows turn vivid green and fill with wildflowers, and hiking trails open across the surrounding mountains. The views in summer, with green slopes and distant glaciers, and the great north faces of the Eiger and Jungfrau in full clarity, are just as dramatic as in winter and far less crowded. The village itself is small and wonderfully easy to navigate on foot. The main street runs along the mountain terrace with hotels, restaurants, and small shops on one side, and the panoramic view of the valley and peaks on the other. Sitting on any terrace here, with a coffee or a glass of Swiss wine, looking directly at the Eiger, is an experience that never becomes ordinary, no matter how many times you do it. The Eiger in particular has a presence that is almost physical. Its north face, one of the most notorious climbing walls in the world, drops nearly 1,800 meters and catches the morning light in a way that makes it appear to glow from within. For food, Wengen's restaurants serve the classic cuisine of the Swiss Alps. Rösti, the crispy fried potato cake that is one of the great comfort foods of Europe. Fondue and raclette, the communal cheese dishes that were invented in these mountains and belong completely to them. An air-dried beef called Bündnerfleisch, thinly sliced and intensely flavored, served as a starter with pickles and mountain bread. Swiss chocolate and Swiss cheese, produced in the valley farms below, are available everywhere and are genuinely, obviously different from anything produced elsewhere. For accommodation, Wengen has a range of hotels from grand traditional Alpine lodges to smaller family-run guest houses. Hotel Silberhorn and Hotel Regina are two of the village's most beloved properties, both with unobstructed views of the Jungfrau from their rooms and terraces. Book well in advance for winter. Wengen fills up during ski season, and the Lauberhorn race weekend in January is booked out months ahead. Wengen is what happens when a community decides, deliberately and consistently, to protect the thing that makes it special. No cars, no noise, no compromise. Just a mountain village, a train, and three of the greatest peaks in the world standing guard on the horizon. Some places are beautiful because of what they have. Wengen is beautiful because of what it refused to allow in. If this video inspired you, subscribe right now and drop a comment below. Would you visit Wengen in winter for the skiing or in summer for the hiking? I want to know. See you in the next video.